Hi guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well. It's a blustery, cloudy, dark and cold morning, Sunday morning on the Wirral. Got my last day at the Science Centre today. Got 5 shows, which I think the first one starts in about 20 minutes time, so I've got just enough time to squeeze out another little video for you. For City fans and anybody else who's a general football fan. Question I'm going to ask you today, and I'm going to answer it. Have Liverpool won the transfer market this summer? Okay, have they won it already? And I'll answer it a bit later, but you'll get the gist as we go along. Liverpool look like they're going to get Wirtz. They've already got Frimpong, and it looks like they're going to get Kerkez. So they're going to end up with, obviously, one of the most sought-after attacking midfielders in world football. Okay, already performing a pretty high level, and that's Wirtz. They're going to get Jeremy Frimpong, ex-City. How much did we sell him for? $500,000 was it to Celtic? And they sold him on for 11 million. Don't worry about the numbers, okay? So they've paid whatever, 35 million euros for him. And looks like they're going to get Kerkez from Bournemouth. So you've got Kerkez, left back, nice going forward. You've got Jeremy Frimpong, who can play pretty much the Alexander-Arnold role. Not completely, because he'll probably be a better defender and not as good going forward, but he's going to be pretty good going forward. He plays at right back and he plays at right wing back. So for probably somewhere in the region of 180 to 200 million pounds, Liverpool have got 3 cracking players. As I said, Wirtz playing at a high level, Frimpong playing in the Bundesliga at a decent level. You know, won the title last season. Season before, actually. It was last season was Bayern Munich, if you want to be pedantic. Champions League regular now. And Kerkez at Bournemouth understands and is used to the Premier League. 180 to 200 million pounds. Absolutely blows your mind. Blows your mind. Quality of what Liverpool have got. And I'll answer the question now. I think they've won the transfer market this summer. The transfer window, it's theirs. I can't believe anybody's going to have a better transfer window than Liverpool. Not even my beloved Manchester City. And I'm going to go back to January and look at who we bought to start the transfer discussion off. Because, I'll spin it round. We bought, was it Vitor Reis? 30 odd million euros. We got Marmoush, what was he, 70 million? He's all right. We got Nico Gonzalez and we got Kushinov. I think those are the 4 main players. I think we got a couple of other little bitty deals. But those are the 4 main players we got. And we were rumoured to have spent about 180 million pounds. Now, what have we seen briefly from these players this season? Kushinov started all right, but he had one bad half. Pep's pretty much dumped him ever since then. Nico Gonzalez, we thought he was coming in to cover for Rodri and plug the gap. He hardly got a look in either. Reis, a couple of 2 or 3 sub appearances, something like that. It's really nothing for Vitor Reis. And Omar Marmoush was the only one that kind of stood out. He banged in. Not just scored, he banged in some goals. What was it, 8, 9, 10 goals? I don't know the numbers, guys. I'm not up on stats anymore. But for me, he didn't look the quality in the box that I would have liked. You know, I saw him spurn many good chances in the box through lack of control, poor finishing, weak finishing, penalty at Wembley, case in point. But he was, for me, the best of what we had in January. And we got this Ryan Cherky. Looks like he's coming for about 30 million. But look, where did we need, in my opinion, where did we need the players? Okay, we need obviously someone to replace KDB. Kevin De Bruyne is gone. We need someone to replace that attacking midfielder. Wirtz at 22 years old. You know, he could have been there for 10 years. 10 years at City, had a statue outside the ground, or on the, you know, not a training pitch named after him, but a statue outside the ground. We missed out on him. Frimpong, we need a right back. I mean, we saw Walker, I can't believe it. Oh, we loaned him out, but pretty much the guy's gone. The legs are gone. He's not quality. He's not been quality for me for a few seasons. And we didn't have a replacement. You know, we've been playing Nunes there, who couldn't even get a look in the side last season as a midfielder. I thought he was going to be a box-to-box marauding midfielder in the Yaya Toure mould, and he absolutely wasn't. He hardly got a look in. So we need a right back. Frimpong would have done that for me. Left back, Gvardiol's not my man. Now, he might have scored a lot of fantasy Premier League points, but as a defender, he doesn't do it for me. Yes, he can maraud forward. Yes, he scores a few goals, puts a few good crosses in. But again, it's that backward player. Kerkez, I quite like Kerkez. I think everybody likes Kerkez. You know, when people have done their Premier League team of the season, Kerkez always seems to be in the frame. He's always in the top 2 or 3 of people's picks for Premier League left back of the season. So, and as I said, he's got experience in the Premier League. Guys, we brought in, who's got experience? Kushinov, nothing. He's playing in France. Marmouche playing in Germany, decent standard, decent level. I'll give him that. Vita Reis, can't even remember where he was playing. And Nico was in Spain. But to me, I feel underwhelmed. All right, Cherky, we saw what he did in Europe this season. He's all right. The lad's all right. And for 35 million euros, yeah, I think the numbers are good as well. But we could have done with what Liverpool have got, those 3 players. And who's to know if they're going to get any more? And that, City should look at that, something like that. From a position of strength, having won the Premier League at a canter. You know, this Premier League title was won, I would suggest, 4 or 5 months ago, comfortably already. Everybody was falling away. The challengers, if you want to call them that, with Chelsea and Arsenal, they fell away. We fell away long before Christmas last year. And so, yeah, I look at it and say, you know, Liverpool are getting good experienced players. We should have got them. Liverpool might get some more. But as I said, they won it. They won the Premier League at a canter, and they've strengthened in key areas. Yes, they've lost Trent. Robertson's getting older, and they might lose Diaz. So they've strengthened in key areas before the players are gone. What did we do? You know, what did we do last summer when Alvarez went? Never replaced him. Yeah, Calvin Phillips, who was never going to get a look in at City, weren't good enough. You know, we sent him out on loan. We had never had proper cover for Rodri. I mean, Calvin Phillips isn't cover for Rodri, but we never had any. So we ballsed up last summer, and I think looks like we could have ballsed up in January, because if we had our eye on some of these players for 2 years, you'd think they might do a little bit better than they did for us from January to May. So, yeah, I'm going to say it again. I think Liverpool have won the transfer window, and it's the 1st of June. And the transfer window is only open today, and I think it's going to be very difficult for anybody to have a better transfer window, in England anyway, a better transfer window than Liverpool Football Club. Guys, let me know in the comment section below, do you agree? Do you think we at Man City could have done with those 3 players? Do you think anybody is going to get anywhere near having a good transfer window as Liverpool for the money they spend? You know, 200 million quid, is anybody to compete with them next season as well? Guys, if you're new to the channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe. If you could hit that bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as new videos come out. We'll see you around, Blues.